In the heart of a tranquil kingdom lay a crystal-clear lake, said to be the home of a mystical golden fish. This creature was no ordinary fish. Its scales shone with the brilliance of the sun, and it possessed the power to grant a single wish to anyone it deemed worthy. However, the golden fish was rarely seen, and many believed it to be a mere legend. Only those with the purest hearts and selfless desires were said to attract the fish, as its magic was not to be wasted on greed or frivolous whims. In a small village near the lake, there lived a humble fisherman named Darien. Life had been difficult for him and his family, as their village was suffering from a long drought. The crops had withered, and the rivers had dried up. Every day, Darien ventured to the lake, casting his net in hopes of catching enough fish to feed his family. But despite his efforts, the catch was always small, and the burden of his family's survival weighed heavily on his heart. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Darien knelt by the lake's edge and whispered a desperate plea. "If the golden fish is real," he said softly, "please hear me. I do not ask for riches or power, only for the rain to return and nourish our land." As Darien gazed at the still waters, a sudden ripple broke the surface. His breath caught in his throat as a magnificent golden fish appeared, its scales shimmering in the fading light. It swam gracefully toward him, its eyes glowing with an ancient wisdom. "You have called, and I have heard," the fish spoke, its voice soft and melodic. "Your wish is pure, but know this: all magic comes with a cost. Are you willing to pay the price for what you seek?" Darien's heart raced. He had no idea what the fish would ask of him, but he knew that without rain, his village would perish. "I am willing," he said with quiet determination, though fear gnawed at him. The golden fish circled him slowly, considering his response. "In exchange for the rain, you must give up what is dearest to you," it said. Darien's mind raced. His family was everything to him, and he could not imagine a life without them. But then he realized that the fish did not mean his loved ones. He looked down at his hands, calloused from years of casting his net into the lake. His livelihood, his ability to fish, was what the fish would take. Darien swallowed hard and nodded. "I accept," he said, knowing that without the rain, there would be no village left to fish for. With a flash of light, the golden fish vanished beneath the water, and the sky began to darken. Thunder rumbled in the distance, and soon, raindrops began to fall, soft at first, then harder and steadier. The drought was over, and the land was saved. Darien watched in awe as the fields drank deeply of the long-awaited rain. The village rejoiced, but Darien knew his price had been paid. The next morning, when he went to cast his net into the lake, he found that his hands were no longer able to hold the net. The strength he had once used to fish was gone, taken by the golden fish as payment for the wish. Though Darien could no longer fish, he found peace in knowing that his sacrifice had saved his village. His neighbors, grateful for the rain, came together to help him and his family. They honored him not for his loss but for his selflessness, and Darien became a symbol of hope in the village. The story of the golden fish and the fisherman who gave up his livelihood to save his people was told for generations, reminding all who heard it that true sacrifice often comes at the highest personal cost, but in the end, it is always worth it.